Take care of yourself, your health, your loved one. It's important that you first accept that life and death are two truths of life. Hey, Sonil here. How are you doing? Welcome to the social media. I hope you do not forget to subscribe, share, and follow our social media. Today I came with a different topics. I was reading a book, Stephen Covey's book, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. The second habit is to begin with the end in mind. Work towards what you want people to think or say about you after you passed away. Live every day like it could be your last, for time is both precious and limited. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Stephen Covey. Talking about this wisdom, I think, the death. It is when we come to know about our death that we come to our real senses. We start understanding the temporality of life, how short life is. We are filled with a lot of emotions. We automatically start rewinding our life. We remember all the good and bad things we have done. We regret the bad things we have done. We remember the people we loved and we hate or hurt. We forgive those who hurt us. We wish good of all. We request others not to fight and to take care of your loved ones. We wish to thank all the people who have been good to us. We try to secure our loved ones before it is too late. We try to give advice to our loved ones and seek forgiveness from those with whom we have erred. We start securing to fulfill all our responsibilities when we realize that we have limited time. We should try to spend in the best possible way. While talking about this matter, I remember one story about Buddha. He was teaching hundreds of his students nearby a town. In same town, there was one incident happened. One young child dead. The mother of child was suffered by his husband's death a few months ago. It's a hat-trick disappointed death in her own house, own family. She was crying unstoppable. Many people came to see what was happening. When they heard about it, from crowd, someone said, we can re-raise the child with one way that Buddha is in town, because he is the one who can re-raise that child body with lots of hope. She went to the town hall where Buddha was teaching his student, and she carried the dead body of her kid and her child, and she went to the Buddha's place where he was teaching. She started crying in front of Buddha by requesting him that re-raise my child life. Simply with a beautiful smile, Buddha said, yes, I can do it, or I can re-raise your child, but I have one condition that you have to do. The woman replied to Buddha, I'm ready to do whatever you want. Even I'm ready to lead my life. I'm ready to die. Even I can give my whole life for that. Buddha said, it's not that much big things, because I don't want to make people's life into so hard way. It's a simple thing. And Buddha asked, with a simplicity, bring little bit mustard seeds from the town, from the village. That was not a big deal, because that town, that village was full of seeds of mustard. So definitely, they used to grow in their town. So definitely, each and every houses on that town, she can get that mustard seeds. She said, yes, of course I can get it. But Buddha said, but you have to bring that mustard seeds from the house where nobody died before. She said yes. She went in the town, in the village. In every house, she knocked the door. She asked the mustard seed. They are ready to give that mustard seeds. But there is a condition. Whatever house she knocked and asked for mustard seed, they are ready to give. But the problem, there was someone who died before. She understood. She came back to the Buddha's place where her child dead body was in front of Buddha, by smiling happily. I understand your purpose of sending me to find mustard seeds in the town, because there is no place, no village, no home where I can find who do not die before, where there was no death. She asked Buddha, I want to become your devotee, I want to become your nun. Under your education, she understands. She need to live life to understand the death, understand the life. Basically, we afraid to talk about death as the ultimate of our life. Everybody need to accept that. When we realize that we have a limited time, we should try to spend it in the best possible way. That's why I told you. How can anyone know for sure that he or she is not going to die the next moment? Nobody knows. Tomorrow morning, by schedule this video to you, might I will not able to wake up. So as we do not know when we are going to die, the best thing to do is to spend every moment as if you are going to die any moment. You live the moment with 100% sincerity, forgiving enmity and hearted, trying to make others as happy as possible, trying to contribute something in the world. Everyone is born crying. It will be great achievement if one can depart laughing. We can do that only if we have fulfilled our responsibilities properly and led a worthy life. We should try to make amends for our wrong deeds. Normally we forget that we are going to die someday. This is most surprising things in life. Ignorance is the root cause of this obliviousness. Let me narrate an incident from Mahabharata, which is a great book in Hinduism. But by saying this, I'm not narrating any religious thing. Just I want to share this story about it. When 4 Pandavas brothers drink water from a pond without answering the questions of action, they all died. When Yudhishthira, the eldest Pandav, when Yudhishthira, the eldest Pandav, desirous of saving his brothers, tries to drink water from the pond, an invisible voice called Aksha asks him to drink water only after answering his question. Otherwise, he would die. And Yudhishthira agrees. The first question was, which is the most surprising thing in life? Yudhishthira replied, though everyone born is destined to die one day, everyone forgets that and lives as if he or she is going to live forever. This is the greatest surprise. Everyone is born to live, so focus on living without bothering about death, because he or she is interested to fulfilling his or her so-called desire. Everyone is caught up in the web of desire and lead a hectic life, thinking that one is born only to enjoy and thus live ignorantly. Only one who is knowledgeable knows about the real purpose of life and it's temporary, lives well. It's a natural in life to forget about death if one is ignorant. The moral of above story is that if anyone drinks water without remembering that they are going to die someday, he is already dead because he does not lead a worthwhile life. He or she does not realize that life is short and precious. Time short and is precious. Thus, knowing this, if one lives, he or she lives well, successfully and properly without wasting time and life. Such a person to do some good deeds to serve others and lives real. Use death as the end of time you have been given to invest for life after death. Our evaluation in the next phase depends on our love, honesty, gratitude in this life. This philosophy will lead us to make a difference in others' lives, and we shall never get frustrated about the misery of in this life. Death of a closed one is devastating events in one's life, and it takes effort and time to recover. So don't expect prompt recovery. It takes some time for recovery. I just want to apologize for coming straight to the point. Motivation doesn't lead to action. This is common misconception. People wait for that inner drive before taking action. They think, I can work hard if I'm not motivated. They think, I can't work hard if I'm not motivated, which is mistake, is thinking that I used to commit. I will tell you how to react to that mistake. Start action irrespective of how you feel. If you don't feel like studying, sit and start reading from the first page of the book. And commit at least an hour, 1 hour of the day towards this. Even if you don't understand what you are studying, because you are very distracted, just keep reading the book. Do this for at least a week, and you will suddenly feel your motivation back by the time you reach a 60th or 70th page of your book. This motivation will help you to read more meaningfully. Keep going. Even if you don't understand majority of the concept, just complete the first reading before the starting the next. And this is just an example. If you don't feel motivated enough to work on something else, get started at the first grasping will be low. That doesn't matter. What matters is that keep you going for a while. You keep working irrespective of whether you feel like it or not. This concept is called self-discipline. Might be scary. When a person in a depression, then most of time the depressed person doesn't feel like doing anything, and all the time he or she has to work hard. I suggest that you first write what you want to achieve, just to be clear yourself by making those efforts. And each time you take the efforts, remember why you are taking them to reach on that goal. Also, I will suggest you to not work too hard after such an event has place in your life. Take care of yourself, your health, your loved one. It's important that you first accept that life and death are two truths of life. Death is inescapable, and there is nothing you can do not escape death. It's most natural, hard fact of life. Is for the motivation to live, well, it's up to you to decide if you want to live your life to the fullest or if you wish to worry about death and sulk because someone close to you left. Well, you miss important events and milestones in your life. The easiest choice would be to live your life to the fullest, because life comes with an unknown expectation date. Live happily until your expectation date comes close. The way I look at it is that I had to be enjoying the days I have in this earth while I keep the memory of my loved one in my heart. That memory, that's something that can't be erased by anyone else. Even that person is not physically there with you. The memory will always remind. I'm pretty sure your loved one would not want to hurt him because they passed away. I think they would want you to appreciate the beautiful world we live. Experience every emotion possible and have as many adventures as you can. You only can live life once. It depends on how you want to live it. I can motivate you as much as possible, but honestly, it's your decision. Live your life with happiness and love. You will feel as if you have lived an entire century. I'm truly sorry about your loss, and my condolences are with you and your family. But that person is gone, and you should accept that no matter the difficulty. I also want to say that it's not wrong for you to mourn their death. You definitely should, but instead of holding on to that specific memory, hold on the much more happier memory. This will motivate you to live more. I don't know what values that I can add by this conversation. With my personal experience, I have made this video. I believe you will able to live your life and you can find the difference and you will live your life happily. You will able to make a difference in this universe between your birth and death. We don't know when we are going to live, but live your life happily with what you want to have. Thank you for listening. Make sure you will subscribe, you will share, you will follow us on social media. Thanks with love and respect. Live with kindness and blessing.